Hello.
Hello.
This
So
is
it's been a while, right? It took a little bit for you to get back. I mean, almost a year, I guess, at this point. I know you took a grappling bout in between, that sort of thing. But I guess what's this time off been like for you? Were you hoping to get booked sooner?
I've enjoyed the time. I definitely wanted the 6-month, layoff. That was, the medical suspension. I definitely want to follow that. And, I told the UFC that I would be ready after that. And I wasn't stressing getting a call too soon. Like as soon as I was done, I was enjoying training. I got back very consistently back into training around September, I'd say. And I was just enjoying training and just living. So getting better, really working on different things and not having a fight camp mentality with it. And when I still wasn't getting called in January, February, I was like, well, I'm here, and I've reminded them, I'm ready whenever you guys are. But I understand that the division is not super stacked, and I was kind of curious who they were going to offer and this and that. So yeah, then it finally came, and May was the date, so almost a year.
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, you had a lot of time to reflect on the last fight. I mean, you got a lot of praise for your durability and for your fighting skills in there. I mean, what did you take out of that? Obviously, Amanda's a pretty talented fighter, so what lessons did you take out of it?
Yeah, the durability points just keep going up, right? Yeah, Amanda's an amazing athlete, amazing fighter. She had an amazing night. She performed perfectly. She was definitely almost like in my head, like one step ahead of me the whole time. It was really crazy, and I could see that she was really feeling it. And so anyway, I take good things from that, of course. I can be hard on myself all I want, but really, I'm lucky to have that experience with Amanda. I know, I can kind of draw from that. If you have hard training days, or if I'm looking to fight, this weekend, it's like, man, well, I have faced the best. I've already been in there with the best, so, I don't think there's going to be a lot that I haven't seen, either in a fight or in training, situations. So it's kind of like a good confidence booster that I can handle anything that gets thrown at me, and whether I win or lose, I'll be okay. It's going to be fine. So
I was gonna say, I guess that kind of plays into perfectly like this fight scenario, right? Like changing opponent, kind of last minute. I mean, was there even any talk about it, or was it just like, I've been in there with the best, I don't care who you throw in there with me?
Yeah, there wasn't really like a question about it. It was like, she's out, she's in, if you want it, yes or no. So I was like, well, yeah, of course, I'm not going to say no. So I was, at first I was like, as long as I can keep the same date, I'm happy. Because last year I was in camp for 6 months. Like, it was a crazy long camp. It was really, definitely took a toll, So I was like, if I can keep my camp the same length, I'm going to peak at the right moment, I'm going to be happy. So, and then the opponent change, I went from a specialist to a more well-rounded opponent, which I think actually is better for me. I feel well-rounded. I feel like now I can use more tools more freely, and I feel like with a higher level, well-rounded MMA fighter, I can shine better than with a specialist like how I had before. So I'm excited about it, and grateful to be here.
Did you know much about it? I'm curious. Do you keep your eye on bantamweights? Because like I said, there's not a ton of featherweights, so maybe they'll come up. I mean, had you watched her game at all? Did you know anything about her, or did you have to scout her kind of on the fly?
Well, she fought as a featherweight last February, the same night I fought Zara. She fought Megan, so that was the first time I saw her fight, and I followed her right, that fight camp, and I've been aware, I've been definitely watching. I always watch the fights. I'm definitely always interested in UFC, bantamweight, featherweight. I mean, it's all exciting for me.
Yeah.
So, but I've been aware of her, and I know she tried to go down to bantamweight, and it wasn't successful a couple times. So I think probably featherweight would be her home, but we'll see.
What do you think? What do you think about her skills overall?
I think she's well-rounded. I don't think. I think she's good everywhere. I feel like I'm better everywhere. So, but I never would underestimate my opponent, the person standing in front of me that's, trying to win just as much as I am and wants to take everything that I worked for, as they say. So, I think she's aggressive. I think she has, a strong style, which is kind of fitting because I have a pretty forward style myself, and I think I'll be able to finesse my way to a victory in the first round.
It feels like a lot like the women's featherweights are kind of like the men's flyweights were a while back, where it was like, oh, is the division going away? Is it sticking around? Is it that sort of thing? So, like, when you go in there, do you think about that? Like, hey, I got to go in there and, show that this is a division worth keeping around.
I feel like part of my time in the UFC is just I do want to solidify the division. I do want it to stick around after I'm gone. I don't feel like pressure on my shoulders, but I do want to have those performances to excite people to want to see more, to want to see, to I guess, like, approve of the division and, like, allow it to continue in the UFC especially. I know it's going other places as well, but yeah.
Very nice. Last thing for me, obviously you want to walk away with a win on Saturday, but I mean, are there other goals? Like, do you want to get in there and just kind of remember what it feels like to win? I mean, it's just been a while since you've had a chance, right? I mean, is that important, or is it to, like, make a statement to people that, like, hey, I'm still here and I'm a number one contender type person? What's the goals?
Yeah, my goal, I guess, is to win via something that people haven't seen from me before. Whether it's still on the ground or standing, I would like to show a different part of my game, and just again have an exciting performance so the fans are happy, the UFC is happy, and that's really the ultimate goal. And then whatever happens after that is going to happen. Whatever the future holds, we'll see. Good? All good? All right.